You know, I'm really glad that you're still along for the ride.
Well, about that.
I thought I was in trouble after the wife video.
You'll
for
find
sure.
out later.
The wife video didn't hit as hard as I thought it was gonna. But anyway,
I can't imagine why.
you know, I don't know. Truth's truth, and that was love.
We
and
find out all of these secrets about you, and that everything I've ever known was a lie.
Not a lie, just not totally told. Is that the same thing?
Anyway, so there's this packet coming in the mail.
Oh yeah.
You should open that. It's good news.
Right. Last will and testament. Anyway, all right. So go ahead with your intro. Don't fuss with me when we just intro.
Why do you keep moving? It's like
It hurts.
They don't want to hear it flop.
They do.
Nope. I should move it further away from you and closer to me. Anyway,
you should, because I like to listen to you better than listen. Everything that comes out of my mouth.
They don't care about what you say. That was hurtful. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, good.
You know, my therapist said they got two things wrong with me. You know what they told me? You don't listen. I don't know, something else. They were getting
some other thing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Well,
go ahead.
Anyway, welcome to Abundance Rising family, where everything he says is nonsense.
It's true. These are tragedies.
Truthful, tragic nonsense. And we're learning a lot about this man together.
Yeah, we're going down this road. Now, last time I accidentally joined a cult. And the boy, they hated Easter. There was lots of levels, though. And I made it to the top in the first shot.
That bitter drink. I wondered how much that bitter drink played a part in all your other stories.
I don't know. But I need to figure out how to make it, because I do like an old-fashioned with the right amount of bitters. There's just something to it. You know, it'll get you leveling up quicker.
You're such an old man.
I am so old. I like to sit outside and just watch my grass grow. And that's the truth. My kids think I'm crazy. All right. So we're going to fast forward.
You've kind of shown them.
Yeah. No, this is all real life. We're going to fast forward from the church when I almost got, the world should have opened up and swallowed me, because there was a calf. It was fantastic. Years later, after I got out of the Army, I ended up in a little town called Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati is a cool town. We lived
They have fun festivals.
They have great festivals across the street in Newport, Kentucky. But I started going to a church there. And I was really, really settling in, right? South part of Cincinnati. I'm not going to give you the year, because I don't want you to look it up and see the truth of my tragedy in my life. Well, anyway, I was starting to get kind of well known in the church and being an Army vet and kind of, just mixing and talking to people and getting going. And everyone knew who I was. Well, then come across the news, I don't know, maybe like I'm about 6 months into this church, things are going really good. And there's no nonsense. They don't have snakes. No golden calves. Things are moving along really, really wonderful. And all of a sudden, there's a Satanist leader that comes to my town to give a speech, and we have the same name. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And when he's given his speech in whatever town he's in, they pan out. That dude looks dead on like me. And we had the same shirt. Now, I didn't know this.
He had nachos too.
He might have eaten the nachos. That guy might have won the nacho situation. Come to think of it, I didn't get the shirt. I did. Okay, later. Let me back up to that story real quick. I did find someone who did do it, and it is possible. And I did steal his shirt, but it was 2 sizes too small. But that did not stop me from wearing it. No, because I got the rippling abs, giant muscles. They were popping.
I'm just saying, he had nachos. You had nachos.
He's a Satanist.
You have the same name.
We're in a cult.
How do we know that it wasn't you and you just changed your name?
That's what they said at church.
Oh,
all right. So they're like, hey, man, I get called into the pastor's office, called on the carpet. And he's like, is there anything you want to tell me before we start this?
Like he's the boss of you.
Well, he was the boss of me there. I was in his church, and I was up to be a deacon. I was on the list.
What kind of church was this? Anyway, you don't have to answer that.
Anyway, I was fixing to be a deacon, and he's like, is there anything you want to tell me about your belief system or about any kind of rallies you're doing? And I said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. And he said, he throws the paper down. He says, what you doing giving Satanist rallies in the town? And I said, whoa, that is not me. Now, in the picture, I was wearing the same shirt. And I'm like, that is not me, man. That is not me. And he's like, He has the exact same name. And I'm like,
He was impersonating you.
no, I don't even think he knew me. I never met the guy. So anyway, this thing's happened in a week. And he's like, we're going to just keep an eye on you. We think this is you. We're going to start investigating. I said, this is not me. Well, I go home and I'm thinking, I'm driving all the way home. I got the paper. I'm thinking, man, what has happened? How is a Satanist leader coming to do a rally in my town? Now I have to go so I can confront this guy.
You know what I think it was? This was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well, no.
I think it was you and you didn't know it.
No. He had been married twice too. It was weird.
Oh.
So twice before. And he's like on his third wife and it was going really well. And at that point I'd been married. No, not yet. So yeah, we were married. Been married a couple years. I remember I told you about this when we were there.
When I lived in Cincinnati with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway. So I'm like, all right.
You were a deacon in a church you went to for 6 months in Cincinnati, where I lived as well, and I didn't know anything about this.
Exactly. Okay. So we're going to. I'm riding around, and I'm thinking, like, what am I going to do? I don't know how to get. I've got to clear my name. I'm thinking maybe I should meet the guy, and we should have a fist fight. But what if he beat me and then he became me? You understand what I'm saying? Like, these are real things you think about. Like, if this person is me and he could become me, it was crazy. So anyway.
Why would he want to become you if he's a Satanist?
He already copied me. Like, he copied my likeness. And I was thinking maybe, and just maybe, because I'm so beautiful.
He's from another realm.
No, I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, come on.
Who does that?
Spider-Man.
No. So he's definitely not Spider-Man. So I get home and there's, and my neighbors have put signs in my yard and crosses and stuff. And they're like, they're trying to, remember we had to take all that stuff down? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're like, why is this
right across the street from the school?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the police are coming by.
We didn't want the children to see.
It was crazy. Like, you need to be more of a Christian person in your area. That's what you're saying. You can't be leading Satanist rallies. And I'm like, neighbor, look, man, and I'm holding the thing and I have the same shirt on. I probably should have changed my shirt. Like, this is not me, man. I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out of this. So I start putting signs like, I'm not a Satanist leader. And then they were like, that's exactly what a Satanist leader would say.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. So anyway, and I'm trying.
They were just looking to cause trouble. They were pinning the blame on you.
Yeah, I was innocent.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell my wife, like, she's like, I don't even know you right now. And I'm like,
apparently I don't know.
That is not me, man. So anyway, a couple days go by, and it's really tense days because everyone that sees me is like, you're the guy. People don't even know me because.
Here's the thing, though. If you're leading a Satanist rally, that means there are other Satanists rallying.
I know. Maybe
where were they?
Maybe they come protect me or something.
You could have had some friends.
I could have, yeah. But I was talking with some people, and they're like, and people that don't know me, like, you look like, because nobody wanted it in the town. Nobody wanted it because they were, real straight shooting town, rallying. Really great town. No crime or problems in that town. It's a fantastic town. Beautiful. It's America. It's America. So so all the people are like, aren't you the guy? And I'm like, no, man, no. Like, why are you having a rally in our town? I'm like, look, I'm not, man.
Did they ask for your autograph?
No, because it has a C in it. Nobody wants that. So I'm like, no, man. So anyway, I go to the rally, and it was really cool because I got like right up to the front. They were like, hey, man, hey, you're here. And I'm like, no, I'm not here. I'm here to straighten this out, man. This is not me. This is, come on in. What's your name? And I'm like, I can't tell you my name, man. What do I do? What do you do? Tell me what you do in the comments. What would you do? What do you do? How do you fix this? And I'm walking through the crowd, and I get kind of the front part, and then the guy's there, and I'm standing there. It's like looking in a mirror. It's like looking in a beautiful mirror. I have long flowing hair and muscles. Same with this guy. And I'm like, wow, first off, dude, you're a really beautiful man. I have to tell you that.
Don't.
Yeah.
Say that ever again.
Yeah, man.
Don't ever.
Because we looked a lot alike, man. And I was like, dude, you can't be a Satanist because you look really great. And you're probably a really nice person. What are you doing? He's like, no, this is like my jam. I'm making a lot of money. Things are going great for me. You should join our group. And I said, well, there can't be two of us clearly. And I don't even want to be part of this. This is ruining my life, man. I'm not a Satanist leader. I mean, hey, that's your jam and that's what you want to do. It's probably not a good idea, but I mean, they probably shouldn't bury you in a sweater because it might be hot where you're headed. That's all I'm saying. Don't do that. It's probably not a good deal. I mean, I just had a thing with a calf and this woman tried to drown me. I don't know, man. So I'm trying, the religious thing, I was really trying to get out of it. So this is what deterred me for a long time. So he's like, well, I've got to do this, man. I have people here and all this stuff. And I was like, well, can you at least say that you're not me? It's like, how would I say I'm not you when I look like you and I sound like you and I have the same name as you? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. What do we do? He's like, we're at an impasse. I've got to do this and make money. I'll be gone in a couple of days and all this will kind of simmer down and you can kind of live here. And then they'll see you and they'll see me at another town doing a rally. And I was like, yeah, how can I be in two places at one time? That's a good point. I said, anyway, you should really change your ways. It's probably not a good way to do this.
Why didn't you both just go up on stage together?
Because he had an agenda and it just wasn't time for it. He's like, I've got these 4 things going on. There's some workshops. I don't know what they do. They sound like nice people. I don't know what they're doing, but
I bet they have fried chicken.
They might. So up until this point, my religious experience is going really poorly, man. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can't get behind what your guys' platform is. And hey, if that's your jam, dude, okay, man. But wow, what do I do? This is crazy. And I go home and kind of starts to simmer down. And he has, he leaves and he has the next rally. And I'm like, clearly it's not me. I'm here and the rally's happening over here. But no one really believed me. They thought maybe I got on a plane or it was pre-recorded or whatever. So we had to leave Cincinnati over the whole deal. That was the town that you loved and your heart was there.
We had a fantastic neighbor.
We did.
Really?
We did. Yeah.
We had an amazing neighbor there.
Fantastic. I love her.
It was really sad to leave her.
And if you're watching, I love you still. But if you're, I just wanted to come clean that I'm really sorry for the reason we really had to leave Cincinnati, because I know your heart was there and that was your town and totally your jam. And I didn't even ruin it. It was the guy that ruined it for me. But what do you do? I want to know in the comments, how do you fix that? What do you do?
You man up and push through the hard times until it gets better.
That's crazy. Who does that?
Nobody.
You just quit.
Nobody pushes through the hard times.
You just quit. It's way easier. So anyway, that's my story. That's the end of the religious experiences that I have for now.
I think you shouldn't be allowed to leave the house.
And that one really wasn't my fault, man. I was just going along. Oh, and by the way, I didn't get the deacon job, and they asked me to leave the church.
You think?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. It was not my fault.
You look like a Satanist.
What?
No, I just mean you looked like the Satanist.
Yeah, but not.
So, I mean, yeah.
Is that fair?
No. That's not fair.
It should be. That's what they tell me on the brochures.
The brochures tell you life is fair?
Yeah. That's what they were handing out, the material of the thing.
I'm going to be the one to pick the next church.
Anyway, I come before you people on internet land. I'm a broken man.
You got to say it like Joseph. Hi, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cuter.
My grandkids are going to be like, what was wrong with him? Man, he is crazy. So anyway, that's what happened.